Hi everyone! I hope you've been doing well. Today is, what is today? Thursday, December 30th, 2021. That's Loki, if you can hear him whining. um, my name is Rachel. Welcome to my channel, where I talk about cross stitch. And today, I'm doing a WIP parade. Yay! So today will be my end of 2021 WIP parade. I'm very excited. Loki is in a bad mood apparently. Come on. Come here. Get down. Thank you. Get down. We'll see how this goes. Alright, so yes, WIP parade. Sorry, Loki made me forget what I was saying. So I have all my projects here. All my current works in progress, I hope. I am hoping that I'm going to be able to edit to put in a picture of where I was last December when I did my WIP parade. But if they're not there, then I'm sorry and I couldn't figure it out. And we'll try again next time. But that is my hope. I had 21 WIPs when 2021 started. My last WIP parade I had 20, and then I spontaneously had a new start New Year's Eve last year. So I came in with 21. I started 6 new things this year. I had 4 finishes, including one of the new starts, and I UFO'd 1 project. So that means I have currently 22 WIPs, I think. Hopefully the order, they're not in any particular order, except that they are hopefully in the same order for my last WIP parade, which I'm basing on something I wrote last year. So that it's easier for me to get the pictures. But we'll see. So I guess let's just go ahead and get started. Loki is still here with us. We'll see how disruptive he's gonna be. I don't know what his problem is. But all right, so my first WIP is Remembrance from Joan Elliott. That's what she will look like. I don't really keep track of when I start things, but I know I started this one on October 3rd of 2018. It's one of the few very specific dates that I'll be able to tell you. And this is where she is currently at, and I'm stitching her on 28 count opalescent white lugana. I think it's from Zweigart. So yeah, I got, I think, pretty decent progress on her this year. Not too bad. I'm hoping to get her done, probably not next year, because she's still got a lot to go, but hopefully fairly soon, since she's one of my oldest WIPs. Next we have my actual oldest WIP, which I started also in 2018, but I don't know when, sometime in the summer, I think. This is a Dimensions kit called Frederick the Literate. That's what he will look like. And I'm stitching it with all the kit provided floss and the kit provided fabric. So this is where he currently is. So I know I got pretty much this whole side done this year. So I'm very happy with my progress on him. He's the one that I really do want to get finished. Although again, he's still not even halfway done. So there's a lot to go. But because he's my oldest, I would like to kind of get him further along. Then I've got that's finished, that's finished, that's finished. So the next one is Blue Geisha by Joan Elliott, which I got as a kit from AC Moore. And I did swap out the fabric. So I just worked on this. You actually would have seen it in my last video. And then I put more work on it after that. So this is where this one is at. Oh. There we go. So I did swap out the kit fabric, like I said. This is 32 count Nessie from Picture This Plus, 32 count Lugana. The other cat has now joined us. And I'm pretty happy with my progress. I only had about 200 stitches, I think, last year in this, right down here. So I added all of that. So very happy with that progress. Oh no, my stuff's tipping over. I'm hoping this lighting is pretty good. We'll see. Dessert Bears from Soda Stitch. So cute. And I'm not stitching mine in a row. I'm stitching mine in a 2x2, which you can't tell yet. It doesn't matter because I don't even have the first one done. But this is a 32 count Lugana in the color Mint from Picture This Plus, which that is nothing really like what the color. There we go. That looks better. Lighting is. There we go. That's much better. So, I got decent progress on it. I'd really like to get this first bear done though. I started this in 2018, I think, and don't even have the first bear done. So, that's a little, yeah. Next is, this is, the girl sat on the dragon reading a book. That's what she'll look like. It's a Joy Sunday kit that I got from Amazon. So I did switch out, again, I switched out the kit fabric. So I'm stitching mine on a 32 count Belfast linen in the color Maui from from Color and Cotton. Woo. So that is where we are at. Not a ton of progress, I don't think. I mean, I guess. I know I finished this in the book, but I'll be working on this in January because it was called for WIP Go. So sorry, I'm putting everything back so that I don't lose things. Next one is one that I don't have it printed out. Alright, so this is Jewel by Carolyn Manning Designs. Sorry, I had a thought. I need to go look for some stuff. I am stitching this on something. What am I stitching this on? Here we go. It's a 28 count Joblin in the color Nyx from Under the Sea Fabrics. And this is where I currently am. Not that much. Have there we go. Halloween at Hawkeye Hollow from Carriage House Samplings, and I am stitching this on 40 count Newcastle linen in Legacy from Picture This Plus. And there's where I am. Still working on the first block, but pretty happy with the progress I put in. So but I'd like to get that first block done at least. Pretty soon. Alright, we have The Magnificence of Roses, which is from by Maria Bravko. She has an Etsy shop, Cute Patterns by Maria, which is where I got that. And I am stitching it on 28 count Lugana in the color Petals from Picture This Plus. Oh boy. So this is where I'm at. I'm pretty happy with my progress for this year. I finished up the butterfly and got some work done on the cup. So bad. The fabric is very, very, very pale pink. It almost looks white. So and we have another Dimensions kit, which is Magic in Motion. And I am using everything from the kit, the fabric and the floss. So this is where he's at. There. So pretty happy with him so far. It's a 14 count Black Ada from the kit. That's my UFO. So this is the one that I started New Year's Eve last year. So it's not in my last WIP parade. And I don't have a cover sheet for it. I don't think. No. I got it off Etsy. But there was no cover sheet for it. It was just the chart in the download. So, it's from Rich Beach Stitching, I believe is, and it is Hawkeye from the Avengers. So, like that. And I am just stitching it on. It's a 28 count white lugana that was extra from that I cut off of one of my full coverage pieces. So that's where he's at. Can't really tell a whole lot yet, except for the bow, but he's only got 3 colors. So, all right. We have my first memorabilia, red, that I started earlier this year. So there's no, and I am stitching her on 32 count linen in the color Fog from Picture This Plus. If I can find my, there it is. And that's how far I got. Not a ton, but I really enjoyed working on it. And I can't wait to get her back out next year. So. There's Isis. Loki's over there still. Whoops. Forgot to put the chart back in. Don't want to lose that. Would be bad. Okay. Right, then this was my New Year, New Start for 2021. So, this is Shihiro and Haku from Minix Designs, who no longer has an Etsy shop. So I think she's still selling charts somewhere else, but I don't know where. I am stitching this on 32 count lugana in the color Galeen from Under the Sea Fabrics. And that is where I am. Which I think I showed in my last video, because I worked on it recently. So it's the same spot that it was there. Alright. That's pretty true, actually, the fabric. All right. So those are all my non-full coverage. Now we have my full coverage. So. Minix Machina. It's a Heaven and Earth design. Artwork is by Chris Ortega. And I actually haven't worked on her since May, I don't think, which is a little weird and depressing for to realize. But I love her. That's how far I am. I got decent progress on her this year. I mean, I think I put like 8,000 stitches in or something. But I was really got a little off track. That's okay. She is stitched on 25 count white lugana 1/1 full cross. Then we have Gender Nova. That's what she'll look like, which is another Habanero Designs. And the artwork is by Graciana Zelenska, which I horribly sorry, but I don't think I'm pronouncing correctly. So this is where she is currently at, and she is on 28 count white lugana 1/1 full cross. I did get the first page done this year, which was really exciting. And I will be working on her in January. She is my January rotation full coverage piece, and she also got called for WIP Go. So, and I'm also using her in January for the scavenger hunt for Full Coverage Fanatics Facebook group. I think it's Starry Night is the theme. So she obviously has a bunch of stars and looks like she's in outer space. So I am using her for that. As well. Alright, then we have Prior, which is a Tilton Crafts chart, and the artwork is by Takaki. And I'm stitching her on 25 count white lugana 1/1 full cross. And that's how far we are. And again, I did get the page finished this year. Not much more than that though. But I do love how this is turning out so far. It's kind of a theme with my full coverage, my like rotation full coverage pieces, I think, is I got the page done and then I kind of lost a little bit of steam on them this year. It seems. But except for this one. This is Blood Rose, which is by Habanero Designs. The artwork is by Chris Ortega. And I think she's probably the full coverage piece that got the most work. If I can find her. I should have taken these out a little bit more before, but I didn't. So I'm stitching her on 25 count antique white lugana 1/1 full cross. And this is how far I am. So I got the page done and then I just kept going on her. I mean, so this next page, all I have left is the gray. So that's exciting. All right, the next full coverage piece is Dragon Attack, which is from Artisy. This was my first full coverage piece that I ever started. I started it about 6 weeks or so before minix machina. And this is how far I currently am. This is the one I think I feel the most sorry for because it got pretty gypped this year for full coverage pieces. But I love the way it's turning out. And overall, I'm decently happy with the progress. I wish I had been able to finish this page, but that's okay. There's always next year, right? Oh, and this one is on 18 count white Ada 2/1 full cross. So, and we have, oops, that wasn't what I meant to do. My biggest piece, which is my supersized Once Upon a Fairy Tale Max Colors from Heaven and Earth Designs. The artwork is by Amy Stewart. And I restarted this one this year. So originally, I was stitching this one on, I need to just pull these all out. Originally, I was stitching this on 28 count white lugana 2/1 tent stitch. I got about 3,500 or so stitches in, and I just wasn't really enjoying it. So I restarted it on 28 count white lugana that's pre-gridded, the easy count. So that's where I am now. 1/1 full cross, and I'm enjoying it much more already. So yeah, that was a good decision to restart it. And I should be able to reuse the fabric. That I had originally started it on for another full coverage piece. So, and then my last full coverage piece that was started before this year, before 2021. I should have thought this out better. Thought this would make it easier, and I don't think it is. Is my Dark Moonlit Angel from Heaven and Earth Designs. The artwork is by Selena Finnick. I don't think I pronounced that correctly. Sorry. This is where she currently is. So I have all the $37.99 on the first page, and then working on this page. Then when I finish the $37.99 on this page, I'm going to go back and fill in the other colors on these 2 pages. So I changed my mind about doing, I was going to do the $37.99 across the whole chart, but I changed my mind because even with the grid, I still am terrible at counting. So, so this is 28 count, easy count white lugana, 1/1 full cross. So that's sort of my sweet spot with full coverage, is the 28 count 1/1. So then I started 3 full coverage projects this year. So in January, for my daughter's birthday, I started Quick Stitch Hazel's World Giraffe. Which is a Heaven and Earth Designs, and the artwork is by Dakota Dateweiler. That's what it will look like. It's 28 count, whoa, easy count, 1/1 full cross, that's the back. And that's how far I am. This one's a lot of fun. I had to use a hoop though, because I don't have a Q-snap that's small enough, which is interesting. So, that's all the bigger it will be. I could only go to like, yeah, there's a lot of extra fabric, but this is the entire width, and this is halfway down, so it still has like 25,000 stitches, but and then another one I started this year. This was a limited edition, so it is no longer available. It's Magic Study by Heaven and Earth Designs. The artwork is by Rose Khan. And I love that one. So I'm stitching this on, again, 28 count white lugana. The easy count 1/1 full cross, and that's how far I am. Not far. But, and my final WIP, last one, the last one, if I can find it, where is it? Here it is, was my birthday start for this year, which was also a limited edition, so it's no longer available, is Elven Magic. From Heaven and Earth Designs. The artwork is by Jessica Elaine. And I love it. And this is the one I'm currently working on. This is the project I've been currently working on. So, here is my current progress. It's, again, 28 count white lugana, the easy count, 1/1 full cross. And it's a lot of 3371 so far. There are actually a couple other colors in there. Not many. You can't really see them. You can see them in person, but I don't think the camera's really picking them up. They're still like browns and like a red or two. So, but I'm really enjoying working on it right now. So I'm going to keep working on, excuse me. I will keep working on this until the 1st. And then I do have a new start planned for the New Year, New Start 2022. I don't have that with me though. It's all ready to go, but I apparently didn't grab that. But yeah, those are all my WIPs. Hopefully I figured out editing. That would be nice. But, yeah. I hope that the last few weeks of 2021 have been good for you and your stitching. And I hope the new year is good. It's been raining a lot here. No snow, which is absolutely fine with me. I will take the rain over the snow all day. It was like 60 degrees on Christmas, so that was interesting. Yeah. But yeah, so I think that's it. I love WIP parades. I hope you do too. And I will hopefully be back in January with an update, regular update. So I will hopefully see you next time. Bye.